If the river is up, that means the boat ramps, the walkway is slightly upward. So that means the river's up pretty good. From recent snow melts and especially heavy rains. Mostly heavy rains in the last couple weeks. Hello YouTube, down by the marina along the riverfront here in town. And we're seeing the river waters as high as you're going to probably get. But it's going to get a little higher because as I'm speaking right now, there is predicted heavy rains later today. Probably for the next few days. So we're going to see a lot of heavy rains. Especially if it comes up river. That's going to come down river. And it could make river all the way down. Go down pretty high. So right now, as I'm filming this video, there's probably going to hear about a cresting of the river probably the next few days. Like I said, it all depends on the rainfall now because we're getting to the time of period. Even it has snowed in late April a few years ago. It was like 10 plus inches if I remember correctly a few years ago. And right now I don't see a forecast for more snow. So hey, I'm out here in a t-shirt. It's 80 degrees out. It's a nice summer day in this mid-spring time period. So yeah, right now we're just going to walk along the marina and see how high the river is, and on the south side of the showboat and that. So we'll see how high it is down there because that will tell for sure how high it is. Oh, by the way, I don't have the proper zoom cam today. I'm pretty sure Flag Island will, because the river's beat up this high, I'm pretty sure Flag Island is underwater. You see down in between the trees, the campground is kind of busy for mid-April, not bad. Almost near capacity. Camp host is already here. And of course, once again, I don't think I'm filming through the campground again this year because what happened 6 years ago? What happened 6+ years ago was that dang First Amendment auditor was down over the hill harassing a camper down there, and he also was kind of, well, he had every legal right to film the construction site, just kind of document what's going on, but he was just basically on the campground site and harassing a camper down there. That's a no-no and all that stuff. I do get the okay to do it once in a while. I just choose not to do it no more and that because I have a right to do it too. I have a right to not to do it. So yeah, but I'm hoping if we're able to get more details on the marina here. We were supposed to make a video last year on it, and I just never got back down here for it. And if we face meet to meet, I'll try to set up a day and tell you what all this marina is all about. What is the fee for overnight boaters and all that stuff. I mean, there's few docks. We got a restaurant nearby, and there's rental space, and that's a train whistle. Looks like it was parked for something, so it's ready to move. But right now we gotta get moving. Let's just focus on the river. Boaters got their boats in the water already. Some is gonna get launched later in the week. Some will be launched after the potential flooding threat clears. Well, most of them launches about early May, but there's some is already in the river right now and ready to go. For actually, boating season has already began. April 1st was the start of boating season up here. Barge traffic started a few weeks earlier. Are we going to see barges on this video? Probably not on this video today. Of course, you see that's almost pretty high up, but it's not in danger in flooding area. Just flooding in low-lying areas and low islands, like just right across from this marina, over here to the left of us, right over there. You can see part of the land is underwater. Just low-lying areas on the islands. It is flooding, and of course, it's straight away is our eagle's nest. Of course, I don't have the proper camera to zoom in on that. It's still visible right now, but until probably another month or so, that may not be visible till next November or so. But Eagle's Nest is still out there. Trust me, it's still out there. We did document here on the channel that when it floods, pretty severe, when we get towards severe flooding, this parking lot right here gets underwater. This whole parking lot will get underwater, basically, in a way. And I would be standing in about, during the high flood area, where I'm at this blue box. I'm standing right next to this blue box here. Looks like an electrical box and that. It's kind of pretty shocking. But yeah, I would be in about 4 or 5 inches of water where I'd be standing during severe flooding, and that water be cold. Not a good idea to be walking in flood waters. A lot of, let's put it this way, a lot of sick stuff floats in the water when it's floods. This is an old familiar shot on our channel. We're at the bench that we used to do all our edited videos here. It was just basically straight away from Flag Island, which is straight out there. Of course, I don't have the right camera, you notice. Look downriver a little bit. There's somebody over there doing some tied up on the shoreline. Looks like doing some fishing over there and all that stuff. I remember days, years ago, used to be people camping, have campfires over there and all that stuff. And since the early 90s, when the crybaby generation became adults, they started crying foul for all the campers being over there, campfires going over there. They all cried foul. They complained about it, bitch, whine, whatever they want. Yeah, the boat just now left. It was a commercial fisherman, some kind, because I guess he probably had a net wrapped up, so something like that. But yeah, those days are gone. Even we have seen low islands out there before. Sandy beaches out there when the river's low enough. You just don't see island campers no more because of our crybaby society we have today. Like I said, when you whine about it, you lose everything. Yeah, we'll just sum it up. What was legal back then is illegal now. Figure that out. Thank you, crybabies of our society. You just don't know what you just lost. You lost a good chance to go camping on that island on a weekend. Shame on them for the ones that did it. Some of you are asking, you see these 3 piers, used to be more than 3 piers out here. That's where we used to have the Riverboat Casino tie up at. Before it became a land base, it was on, casinos was on riverboats. And we had a pretty big riverboat here. We had 2 versions of the Mississippi Belle 2. I did a video on it a while back ago to show you the 2 different boats. It was parked up here on the riverfront. And almost all but one of the Mississippi River riverboats is land-based. The last one is going land-based. Is Casino Queen. We filmed it on our video a couple years ago, going up there to Wisconsin with Rocket, aka Tony. That was a good trip. That was a good video we did back then. Yeah, Casino Queen is the only Eastern Iowa riverboat still in operation, but eventually that will go land-based. Only assuming that the Missouri River casinos on the Iowa shoreline on the Missouri River has already went land-based, or going to land-based very quick, and that. So that was Prairie Meadows that did it to force all the casinos to call the bluff to the state of Iowa, and all the casinos went land-based. All right, let's get back to the high water situation we have here, but it's really not dire straits today. Just remember that. It's kind of, I knew we was going to get, if we didn't get the snowfall, I knew the heavy rain was going to raise the river levels up and that. So like I said, because we didn't have a whole lot of snow, it does not mean heavy rains took its place, and heavy rains did take its place from the snowfall. But more forecast, so we'll be down here in another week or so to see how high it is or has receded. We're down below, just walked down this ramp, this blue ramp here. We will sit up there for our live streams when I get a chance to go down here during weather. I could have done it today, but I got something else planned. I gotta wrap up this video so I can be home for it, just in case. But this is where the pier, as you see right there. Sorry about the wind down here, guys. It's windy today. But you can see how high the river is up right in here. This goes up another 3 feet or so. This would be underwater. Most of this be underwater, and part of this be scraping under the water somewhat. I never find out what was the real reason why they put this pier here, but it makes, because the river is up, it makes a good fishing spot for local fishermen here. And that, yeah, it is very breezy today. But yeah, you can tell the river is up. I guess when they built this, they were hoping to have large riverboats to dock on this thing. But they wasn't thinking when they built this, because we're below a lock and dam, where river levels fluctuate. If this was above a lock and dam system by a couple miles, instead of below the locks, which is only 3 miles upriver, that means we're below the locks. That makes the river fluctuate really bad. If this was above the locks, this would have been justified. But right now, there's a glorified fishing spot. That's basically it. And that, so, yep. Of course, this pier will always have its debaters and doubters. All I know is, for me, I don't care either way. But if I had a fishing license, I'd be casting a line out there right now. Okay, this is back to our usual spot when we do our live streams. This is what we look at during our live streams, talking about everything in life. I think my next live stream might go up here. If it's not done right away, it'll be done pretty soon. Where we basically will just sit up here, talk, and I'll talk about the wild rumors. Here, let's do it this way. We'll talk about the wild rumors when the river is up high, what kind of rumors it was to help alleviate the water issues in Lake Mead and Lake Powell. I've been hearing a lot of crazy rumors, and when someone actually crunched the numbers, they said no way. But yeah, the reality is it was a wild rumor and all that stuff. It's just crazy. But they said, never doubt it, but on problem is, it'll be an environmental disaster for those lakes there if we actually did that. Pump floodwaters out the Mississippi into the Colorado River. How we do that is through pumps and canals and levees and reservoirs. And it'll be an environmental disaster in case one of our species gets into those lakes and cause major problems over there. And that, so yeah, it's just because the species might work here, may not be working over there. So that's probably one of the dangers they have to look at. And of course, the Illinois River situation with the Asian carp. I saw a documentation that the Asian carp is on the decline, because 2 years ago they almost eradicated a predator fish. It's called the alligator gar, and I saw photos and videos of one, and they were now got reintroduced back to the Illinois River to control the population of the help control the population of the Asian carp. That's why in the last few videos you don't see a whole lot of Asian carp flying everywhere no more, because of the new predator they have. Actually, it's a native fish there too. So it was a native fish that they almost eradicated to bring in out, a species that did not belong here and that. So have we seen the Asian carp through here? The only fish I see jump out of the water is usually bass. Bass and some small fish, but not in the carp design, which is a good thing. The sun is shining, as you see somewhere in the distance. There's clouds. There should be rain developing later. And I think we're going to go ahead and end this video. It's pretty long as it is. So we'll be up here on a couple live streams, probably on Tuesday, to do the Tuesday Riverside Chats when weather permits, time permits, and all that stuff. I've been very busy lately, and the weather has not been cooperating a whole lot lately. So And today, there is threat of rain, so I gotta get home before a sunstorm pops up like it did a few years ago. So we're gonna wrap up with this view right here. It's still an awesome view on that. Please like, share, subscribe, don't forget to subscribe. Let's start all over, Chuck. Please like, share, subscribe, don't forget to subscribe on the notification bell. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Angie's gonna have a review tomorrow or something. I wonder what she's reviewing tomorrow, because it's gonna be her video. I might have to help her with it. Alright, we'll talk to you guys. Maybe Angie will talk to you tomorrow.